guest speaker today, Andrew. Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
What did you study in college?
So I didn't go to a college, I went to a polytechnic. So I went to Ngee Ann Polytechnic and I'm still there right now, technically. And I'm a year 3 mass communication student.
So why did you choose that major?
So basically, when I was young, I was very interested in media. And then my mom said, you talk a lot, you talk too much, why don't you talk for a living? Then I'm like, okay, sure. So in mass comm, what really excited me was the radio module. So radio was very interesting and was what I was really drawn into. So that's why I joined mass comm to do it. And specifically Ngee Ann mass comm because they produce out the more well-known DJs and alumni that you may know now, like Justin Ang, for example. And as of now, that's why I'm doing a radio internship at MediaCorp, so I can learn and experience it full-time and with the full experience, trailing a DJ, producing their shows, and even doing the marketing for the station itself.
Can you tell us what you work as and what your position is?
So currently I'm an intern under radio production and marketing. So I'm taking on about like 2 roles, so both production and marketing. So under the production side, for the morning show, I find the show content every day, and I source out for giveaways for on the marketing side, so sponsorships, food vouchers, and even for events for the shows itself to use for giveaway content for the listeners. Yeah.
So how long have you been working as an intern?
So currently now is my 2nd month here. Yeah. So I'm quite fresh, but in that 2 months I've been here, they really condensed and taught me a lot of things about the whole internship itself.
Can you explain your company, MediaCorp, for those who might not know about it?
So MediaCorp has gone through many stages. So it's the first media company owned by Singapore, and it's one of 2 media broadcasters that Singapore has. This MediaCorp and the other one being SPH. So MediaCorp used to be called TCS, Television Corporation of Singapore, and then SVC, Singapore Broadcasting Corporation, before finally being named MediaCorp. So it's a huge office with many various dealings. So you have your online magazines like 8 Days, you have your radio stations, 11 of them to be exact, in all 4 languages, English, Tamil, Malay and Chinese. And then you have obviously your production side, which takes care of all the TV channels like Channel News Asia, Channel 5, Channel 8 and the rest. Yeah, so it's a huge company.
Can you describe what you do specifically, like how your day starts and how it ends?
So on a daily basis, I enter the office at about 7, and then I'll start. So the morning show starts at 6, but the producer, which is me, will come in only at 7 to run through the show content with them so that they know what's going on in the show, do we have any giveaways, are there any guests or interviews coming. And then as the show progresses, I'll be editing the podcast on the show live on the spot. So once the show is over, immediately the podcast can be released and everyone who missed the show live can listen to it again. Yeah, so usually we will have interviews. So just today we had the interviews from the Phantom of the Opera. So the main lead and the Phantom and Christine were both here this morning. So I came down to pick them up, brought them up to the studio. We had an interview, and then as usual we'll take a few pictures and then bring them down. Yeah. So that's for the production side. On the marketing side, usually after I do my production work, I'll go back to the office itself and then spend my whole day looking for sponsors that we can use for our giveaways. So I'll call up different restaurants, hotels maybe, just to find prizes and staycation vouchers for our listeners to win.
Do you have any job experiences apart from this?
So I interned at another company a few years ago, but it was more of media, business and management. So it's an in-flight company where they purchase the licenses for movies and then they'll sell it to airlines so they can distribute on the plane itself. Yeah. So under there I did the more administrative aspect of it. Yeah.
What is the most interesting aspect of this job?
So for me, the most interesting aspect of the job, or not even just the job, but working at MediaCorp, is that every day I get to meet a celebrity here and there. And so the first few weeks it was really cool. I got to see the celebrities that I always worshipped as a kid, like coming here and then just seeing them work in the same place as you. It was really, really cool. And then also the DJs, listening to them every day in the car and then finally being here with them and producing for them was really an amazing experience. And it's really, really cool because it's really fulfilling my childhood dreams of actually being in a radio studio and sometimes recording my own stuff. So time to time I get to talk on air as well. So it's really, really cool. So yeah, I guess the best few experiences are getting to talk on air and having a segment every week. Yeah.
Then what is the hardest part of your job?
I would say the hardest part right now would be the time, because 7 o'clock is really early to be in the office. Yeah, but it's all worth it because it's really, really fun and I'm enjoying it a lot.
What is the big difference before you having this job and after you having this job?
I would say the big difference would be I manage my life much better now. So like I treat this as a real job, not an internship. So I have a proper routine to follow and I have expectations and responsibilities to fulfill every day. So I see it like it's much more serious than being in school. So because in school if you mess up, like okay, it's fine because it's only your grade on the line. But here if you actually do a mistake, it's the company's name and reputation that you're forsaking, and also even money in this case. Yeah. So there's much more pressure, but it's healthy pressure, I would say.
Have you learned many things through this experience?
Personally, okay, I guess the main thing I learned was the functions and operating procedure that these places usually have, like office style and office culture. But in terms of hard skills like softwares and all that, I've learned most of it in school. So coming here is just applying it for myself. Yeah.
You're satisfied with the job so far?
Yeah, I'm really satisfied. Yeah. There's no regrets. That's all I have to say.
What are the qualifications for your current position?
As an intern, we have to be minimally a diploma student, yeah, or an A-level student, yeah. Because around the office there are students who have finished their A-levels and just looking for something to pass the time before uni starts, yeah. So I'll say the minimum would be A-level qualifications for A-level and diploma qualification for the more administrative side. But let's say you're doing production work as a production hand or like an assistant, minimally I think you need an A-level cert because I do have some friends who came here after secondary school to help out in the production work.
Is job experience also a part of the qualification?
No, as most interns are not really expected to have pre-existing experience because internship will usually be their first ever experience in the industry. So I doubt previous experience is needed, but it will be a bonus if you have it.
Do you think radio industry will survive in the future?
Yeah, so I've heard this question many times before, whether the radio industry will survive as it's, you can get everything online now, but for me, I feel that one thing that radio has that's different from traditional TV, okay, not that I'm trying to say anything bad about TV, is that radio is always there, it's live, it's immediate, and it's something more personal than like television. Because radio is always broadcasted live, and the risk of, what's really killing the industry nowadays is piracy. Where people will just download and then just stream the video online, and then they won't get the original source. So these media companies are losing the money because they're not receiving the audience properly. Yeah, so with regards to radio wise, it's live broadcast. So it's almost impossible to pirate or to illegally download a radio clip, so they say. So radio, to me, I feel that if radio was supposed to die, it would have died a long time ago. So we're safe now. We've reached the safe zone where we should be fine. Yeah, I hope so.
Is there anything you want to accomplish before your intern?
Accomplishment wise, I guess maybe create something that's permanent, so that in my time here I created something that's permanent that in the future the DJs will keep on using, or the marketing side will use, like I'll create a show trailer or something, or like a voice recording that they can use multiple and over again. So yeah, leave a legacy, Yeah. So even though I'm gone from here, people will still hear my voice. Whether they hate me, whether they hate it or like it. Yeah.
I think you will pursue this career after the intern.
Yeah, I quite set on returning here after I finish my internship, my NS and my university. So it's just a teaser of probably what I expect in the future.
Lastly, do you have any advice for media students?
Well, as a student myself, I would say the environment you experience in school and out at work is two different things, but they are similar. It crosses here and there. So in terms, like in school, definitely you work with people you like, but you definitely also have people that are ridiculous, they won't help you out or they won't listen to you that much. So same in the workplace, you'll experience people like that. It's a given, no matter where you work. No company in this world is perfect, But it's how you deal with it as as an employee here, how you mature out of it as well. So although now as a student you may think you're just having fun with your friends doing all these projects and stuff, but once you get in the real world, you have your fun, but you must understand and know that whatever you're doing here is actually benefiting someone or it's used for a purpose. Yeah, whereas your schoolwork, you do it, your teacher grades it, and they'll keep it forever, kind of thing. Yeah. So mainly the main difference is that although you are doing the same things, you're producing results that are actually being used out there, and it's something you should be proud of because it's your own work that you get to showcase to Singapore if you're working here. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Okay.
So thank you for your time today.